Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Excuse me. So, yesterday I had something that God had placed on my heart and my mind yesterday, but I didn't go live and I should have gone live. And it was about running, or why is it that we know what we should do and then we most of the time don't do what we should do, or we neglect to do the things that we should do, and it's just human nature. So as a nurse, I see so many people that come into the hospital, and sometimes they wait and they wait and they wait. Maybe they feel a little knot or a little pain or a little thing that they know that is irritating them, or making them feel bad, but they don't get it checked. So I think about one of my coworkers. She has stage 4 cancer right now, and they told me that for years of her working at the hospital, she always had pain. She always had abdominal pain. She was always feeling bad, and she didn't do anything. She just dealt with the pain, or dealt with that feeling, or that nudge, or that whatever. And then recently, just a month ago or whatever, she had been working, she had been feeling pain, and then she ended up coming to the doctor, and now she has stage 4 cancer and is fighting that cancer. But it just made me reflect on that thought that God placed in my life, because it's been a lot of times for me that I have run. I knew that I needed to get healthy. I knew that I needed to make right choices. I knew that I needed to back then break, when I was younger, break free from people that weren't moving me forward. Like, I had a lot of negative friends when I was younger, in my teens, and I chose to stay there, even though I knew that it wasn't the right decision for me, that I should have gone or I should have left. I stayed in situations where I knew I should have went or left a long time ago, or I knew I should have made right choices with my food, and I did, and I waited. And God placed that little thought in my mind: why is it that human nature, that we know we need to do something but we don't? We know we need to take the steps. We know we need to do the things that we say we need to do, but most of the time we don't. And why is that? I think of all the times where, like, I self-sabotage. Like, there's many times where I get closer to my goal, and then I think about, oh, I'm closer to my goal, and then I self-sabotage, so it lands me right back where I started from. And then I'm climbing myself out, and I know that, the thing that has made the most significant difference in my life is coaching, because you can change your health, you can change your body, you can change your weight, but if your mind isn't the same, or your mind isn't, not the same, if your mind isn't changed, you will continue to be in the same boat. What I mean by that is, how many times have somebody lost the weight and then gained it back after a while? How many times is there somebody that lost the weight and then thought they were still fat, or thought they still was ugly, or thought they still needed to improve yourself? How many times have you saw somebody that had, like, body dysmorphia, where they see a big giant person in their body when they look in the mirror? That if that mind doesn't change, if the mindset doesn't change, if you don't love the person in the mirror right now before you get to your goal, it's going to be hard for you to get to your goal. I became a coach just for the discount. So I became a coach. My friend asked me, well, she didn't really ask me. I needed to save money because I was financially struggling so much, and back then. And I didn't want to do Shakeology because I really had so much financial things going on that I'm like, I don't want to continue to spend all this money on this drink, even though it was helping me, even though I felt really good. And that's why I still drink it 6 years in, because I feel good when I drink it. I know that my body is getting the nutrients that it needs. How many times do people come in for lack of nutrients at the hospital? Their potassium is low, their magnesium is low, their sodium is low, and the vital nutrients in their body is low because they're not getting nutrients. I watched a documentary a long time ago saying that we are the most fed population in the United States, but we're underfed. And what that means is that we're eating, but we're not getting the vital nutrients that our body needs to fuel ourselves. So I don't care. I'll drink Shakeology for the rest of my life. It's $100, but I know that it gives me the nutrients that my body needs. And I know that I don't get enough nutrients in my diet. And so that is one thing that I use to combat that, because it is so true. Most of the time we are eating low nutrient foods. We're eating a lot of carbs. We're eating a lot of junk. We're eating a lot of foods that are not good for us, that are not giving us the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals and everything that we need to fuel our body. We're not eating healthy. We're not making healthy choices. We're not doing the things that we need to do. And so that means that we're undernourished and we're lacking the nutrients that we need. And so when she told me about Shakeology, when somebody told me that they were getting a discount, first of all, I was like, what? You're getting a discount? So I asked my coach about the discount, and 6 months in, I decided to get the discount on Shakeology, and I was a discount coach since then. I decided 6 months later that I wanted a coach, but because I was really struggling in my weight loss, I was really struggling to show up. I was really struggling to continue to push myself, and I was having that negative connotation in my head about weight loss is for everybody else, weight loss is not for me. And so I decided to up the ante and become a coach, because I knew that if I can help somebody else, if I knew that if I can not focus on myself and I can focus on somebody else and helping them achieve success, that I was more likely to stick with it if I let people and help people along the way. And so I decided to be a coach. And I know for a fact that coaching has made the biggest difference for me, because when you give, when you lead a heart of giving, and when you put yourself out of the equation, things start to happen. And not only that, but I knew for me that all of the training and the support and all of the mental work that coaches have to do to continue to push helped. It continues to help me. Like, I'm constantly in groups to better myself, to read personal development, where I'm reading things that help my mind grow, because I know if we're not growing, we're dying. And so to get off a tangent, that's what I wanted to say. I know God had placed that in my heart yesterday and I did not share it, but why is it that we know what we need to do and we don't do it? We know that we need to get healthy. We know that we need to apply for that job. We know that we need to end bad relationships. We know that, we need to pursue our passions and our desires and our dreams. We know we need to be more cognizant with our finances. We know that maybe we need to have that tough conversation, and we don't. But we do not do it, and we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait. And we let it get to a point where now we have to fight for it. We have to fight for our health. We have to fight for our life. And because we are that kind of, we're humans are, they say that you either have change because you're forced to have change, or you have change because for pleasure or whatever. But it's true. How many times do people change their life because they have to? How many times do people make that decision because they have to? We need to be we need to be humans that are proactive rather than reactive. We're proactive with the decisions and the health that we need to make, instead of reactive, not making that health choice because we are forced to. 6 years ago, I was forced to take care of my health. 6 years ago, I didn't have a decision whether, I needed to get healthy. My blood pressure was through the roof. I couldn't even breathe without being short of breath. I needed a change, but I waited and waited and waited. I was reactive because I got that bad report from the doctor. I probably would have been still doing the same things that I was doing if I didn't get that report. And I wish I would have taken that decision a long time ago and said, I'm going to change my health regardless, no matter what. I am going to do the things that I need to do for my health, whether or not the doctor tells me. So you guys have a blessed day. Have a good one.